Hello, this damage tour takes a look at problems, disasters, and damage caused by water. Some water-related issues are temporary or affect only a small area. Some conditions might not cause problems and some might. In most cases, this nuisance flooding can be corrected through either private or public improvements or maintenance. This first photo shows typical flow in a ditch along a roadway during a storm. In this case, the ditch is designed to carry this flow, and this is not usually a problem. After the storm, the water dissipates and leaves the ditch. The next photo shows some backyard flooding, and in some cases this can be corrected and in some cases it really cannot. In this particular case, the water seemed to be collecting due to some blockage in a storm sewer, so it was corrected. In this next photo, this was just some grading on the lot that was causing water to accumulate during a storm, and in this case there was no fix that could be found, at least on the public side. The lot would have to be regraded to improve this. In this case, significant water was collecting in front yards, and the city in this case was able to do some improvements in the ditches and culverts to completely eliminate this flooding. Some water-related issues, though, are caused by natural disasters and result in major damage. In most cases, this flooding is very difficult to prevent, but occasionally it can be minimized. In this photo, you see floodwaters resulting from a backup of a major river in Illinois that resulted after several major storms. There's a flooded railroad yard and substation. In this case, they experienced minimal damage. However, facilities nearby experienced millions of dollars worth of damage. This photo shows homes flooded by the Surrey River in the Oak Park neighborhood in Minot, North Dakota. Photos by FEMA photographer Andrea Boer. This photo shows a school flooded by the Surrey River in Minot, North Dakota. Again, the photos from FEMA photographer Andrea Boer. This photo is from Mississippi County, Missouri, and it shows a roof of what was once a farm home that's slowly disintegrating because of floodwaters. Mississippi County was one of several southeast Missouri counties included in a presidential declaration on May 9th in 2011. Again, the photos from FEMA photographer Steve Zumwalt. This photo is showing bridges and roads that were damaged in Texas as a result of Hurricane Ike. The photos from FEMA photographer Jocelyn Augustino. This photo is showing an aerial view of Highway 2 in Minot, North Dakota. It's east of Minot, and it was closed due to flooding from the Surrey River. The photos from FEMA photographer Andrea Boer. This photo's from Delhi, Iowa, and this is all that remains of the Delhi Dam following a 14-inch and a 4-inch rainfall in late July of 2010. The photos from FEMA photographer Josh DeBerge. This photo is showing a home that succumbed to a storm surge in Maine. The photos from FEMA enlisting two photographers, Marty Bahamonde and Brian Vinden. This photo is showing homes that fell into Lake Delton when the banks collapsed. This was caused when rains created flooding and a dam break that then led to the lake draining. The photos from FEMA photographer Robert Kaufman. This underpass along a roadway in Minot, North Dakota flooded when storm drains overflowed due to the rainfall. The photos from FEMA, photographer David Valdez. This photo from Minot, North Dakota is showing debris along the roadside due to a rainstorm and a contractor is attempting to remove debris from a storm drain. Mold is seen covering this black leather couch in what was once a well cared for home in Memphis, Tennessee. The photos from FEMA, photographer Marilee Caliendo. In this photo we see mold growing on the walls of a local church in Minot, North Dakota. This occurred after high water flooding in that community. This is a photo from FEMA, photographer David Valdez. When floodwaters do recede, they can leave behind debris typical to that shown in this photo from East Grand Forks, Minnesota. This is a photo from FEMA, photographer Dave Seville. This is a photo of residents removing debris from their flood-damaged homes in Minot, North Dakota. The photos from FEMA, photographer David Valdez. This is a photo of a flood-damaged home in Memphis, Tennessee. It's now sitting vacant and deteriorating after being damaged by floodwaters. The photos from FEMA, photographer Marilee Caliendo. Again, we have a photo showing the typical type of debris that can accumulate after floodwaters enter homes. This is debris that's built up by residents cleaning out their homes in Grand Forks, North Dakota. The photos from FEMA, photographer Michael Rieger. This tour is just a brief look at problems caused by water. The issues range from minimal property damage to major damage and devastation. The effect on people's lives can be significant. To avoid finding yourself in these situations, it's important to understand the causes of the problems and learn to best prepare for, or better yet, avoid a similar experience. Again, thank you to FEMA for the use of their photos, and a thank you to their photographers.